62 years they were married, and the one could not live without the other. They could not.
Sister Elizabeth Lakin was telling me about her sister and brother-in-law. She was visiting them in Florida this summer when they passed away just weeks apart. Having gotten their affairs in order, she shipped 2 packages of family mementos back to St. Louis with UPS. One box arrived, but a month later, her suitcase hadn't. She said UPS wasn't much help.
He said, don't worry about it, be patient, because you will be getting your check within the next few days. There's something wrong. And then I stopped. What am I supposed to do or believe?
I got involved, UPS got to it, and finally, we got some answers.
I do have some good news.
Okay.
In the time that you and I talked last, we found the suitcase.
You found the suitcase.
We found the suitcase.
That's great news.
Due to your call, really, we located it, and it's where any package that loses a label goes. It's called our overgoods department, and we found that, and we were all delighted, and I'm sure Sister Elizabeth will be delighted, and it's actually on its way back to her right now.
UPS said it would arrive at 10 o'clock, and sure enough, it was 10 o'clock on the dot when the big brown truck came rolling in. Call it amazing grace. What once was lost, now was found.
Well, you made the news, mister.
I'm looking for...
That's me.
Oh, great.
Don't go too far. I waited long enough for this thing. I've waited a long time.
Sister even liked the driver.
Now, this guy's more polite.
Once inside, we checked to make sure it was all in one piece.
See my Chinese face? Look at the little kids on it. You see what I'm saying? See how precious that was? I got this in China.
We're here. You've got the suitcase back. Feeling pretty good?
Oh, great. Great. Thanks to Channel 4. Thanks to Mike Colombo and his photographer. And UPS after you got after them. That's the way to do it. You got to get it.
Amen, sister. I'm Mike Colombo, News 4. If a picture is worth 1,000 words, it's safe to say this one doesn't have a price.
Well, my father asked me what I wanted for my birthday, and I said I want to meet Stan Musial.
Hospitalized with polio, 11-year-old Bill Herbst didn't exactly make that birthday buy easy for his parents.
Later, when he left the hospital, he thought, oh my God, how do I make this happen?
But parents can be miracle workers, and on October 23, 1950, a unusual miracle took place at St. Mary's Hospital in East St. Louis.
It was very hard to believe that a man like that would take time to come see somebody like me.
But this wasn't just any man. It was Stan the Man.
It's just a case of your idol, someone you idolized from the time you could really remember, walking in suddenly and saying, hi, Bill. And, you know, I was flabbergasted.
And blown away a year later when Stan sent this autographed photo on his 13th birthday.
And I was terribly impressed with that, too, that he remembered a year later.
Over 50 years later, Bill's daughter Beth helped bring her father's moment with Musial full circle.
We've heard the Stan Musial story multiple times over the years, and I just really wanted to get it signed for him.
Tell us what his emotions were like when he opened the gift and saw this.
There wasn't a dry eye in the room. There really wasn't.
Is it crazy for you to think that the 20 or 30 minutes that you guys spent together all those years ago still has such a tremendous impact on your life?
Oh, it absolutely does. It absolutely does. I think about it quite often, in fact. As I've said before, outside of my family, it's something I'll cherish till the day they bury me.
Cherishing Stan Musial the person as much as Stan Musial the player, the Cardinals' patron saint in a town known as baseball heaven. I'm Mike Colombo, News 4. One of Billiken basketball's littlest fans is also its biggest supporter. Among 9-year-old Joshua Brown's love of SLU hoops are some other things.
Mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes. You like French fries too? Mm-hmm. And Gatorade, red Gatorade?
Yeah.
Joshua and his family are in San Jose watching the team prepare for its biggest battle. The thing is, Joshua fights his biggest battle every day.
He was first diagnosed when he was 2 months old. So he had a brain tumor at that point. Then it came back when he was about 9 months old. He was stable for about 7 years after we stopped the chemotherapy, and everything was going along fine, just with annual MRIs. And then last March we found out about the recurrence.
It's an illness you wouldn't wish on anyone, especially a 9-year-old. They're not supposed to deal with stuff like this.
IV pokes.
But Josh is tough, not to mention a heck of a Coach Jim Cruz impersonator.
You have to get out there and beat those other teams.
He's been able to master the Mad March because he's gotten pretty close to the team this season. After his diagnosis, his parents found out about an organization called Friends of Jacqueline. The foundation works to improve the quality of life for children with pediatric brain tumors by pairing them with college and high school athletic teams.
You like shoot me with a Nerf gun? Yeah.
That's how he became so close with SLU forward Jake Barnett.
He's always in a good mood. He's always just ready to go, happy. You know, and that's not how, I'm not around a lot of people sometimes who are like that. You know, they go have these up and, swings where they're really good one day and next day, but every time I see Josh, he's got a smile on his face.
The players love Joshua like a brother and even visited him during treatments. He loves them back, and their girlfriends too.
After the game, sometimes I see his girlfriend.
So you like his girlfriend or you like him more?
You can tell him, go ahead.
I like both.
A world focused on wins and losses, the Billikens bring perspective of life lessons learned from a little boy with a big heart who's a big fan.
And this is more important than any game I'll ever play. And I will take more from this than any game I'll ever get to play in.
Reporting in San Jose, I'm Mike Colombo, News 4.